quick shot of Mark as we just get off the plane at Pisa. Looking forward to the holiday now. Pisa, Lucca, Siena and Florence. This is our hotel just outside Lucca. This is the reception area of the hotel. Very nice.
How about that for a church? San Michele in Lucca. Beautiful facade. They actually ran out of money. They did the facade so high, but the building behind doesn't go all the way up. If you look closely, you can see gaps, the sky showing through, and the windows in the top right, for example. It's actually called Romanesque or Lucesque. I think they even use the word for Lucca for this style. Now we're going up to the top of this tower, and look what's on the top of it. What do you think of the view? Good?
Wunderbar.
Yeah. See the rainbow over there?
Yeah.
You see it? Pot of gold there at the end, pot of euros. Does it remind you a bit of Bologna?
It does, yes, of course.
These roof gardens are an inspiration for us city dwellers who want some ideas. So this curve here shows you the site of the original Roman amphitheatre, and it's now an oval space, an exact same shape as the original Roman amphitheatre, but called the amphitheatre square or piazza, even though it's not a square. Nice place to stop and have a cup of tea, which we did. Beautiful symmetrical lines to that building. We're now at an exhibition of machines designed by Leonardo da Vinci. Above me, an early example of a hang glider. This guy was really ahead of his time.
And this is a kind of screw for lifting water. It was known way back in ancient Egypt, this idea.
This is quite interesting. He invented a device for repelling boarders who were trying to come over the castle battlements. These are these ladders, and this piece of wood here pushes forward from inside, thereby pushing the ladders away.
Another one of his ideas is a boat with a double hull. So if the side of the boat was hit, the boat wouldn't sink.
An early ball bearing.
This is another one of his ideas, a bicycle.
This is quite scary. This is an 8-sided mirror, and in an 8-sided mirror you can see yourself, all sides of yourself in fact, by just standing still. Although I'm turning, of course, spoiling the effect, but just from a stationary position facing any mirror, I can see all around every side of my body. Dramatic entrance. Interesting.
Oh, it's fascinating. Amazing to think he lived and was born here.
It's the end of the day, Mark.
Fin du jour,
Yeah.
fin de saison,
Mm-hmm.
la plume de ma tante,
Where are we now?
crêpe Suzette.
Yeah.
So-
These are the medieval walls of Lucca.
Go all around the whole town, don't they?
Yep. There we are. Come on, Stan and Paul. Come over and do the walls.
Good section is coming up. Right. Is our destination on the next sign, darling? This one here. Pisa.
There we are. Pisa.
This is the old road to Pisa.
So we're using the old road
Yes.
as opposed to the motorway.
yeah, I want to.
More scenic, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. I want to use. It's supposed to be a nice road, goes through the mountains, a tunnel right through the mountain. There it is. World famous Leaning Tower. It's a miracle that it stands up.
It's 180 feet tall.
There it is. Oh, it's like one of those wedding cakes, isn't it? Beautiful. See that?
That's a photo you've just taken with your digital camera.
Yeah,
Show me it again.
it's two photos.
Oh yeah.
The building opposite with the tower just peeking out behind. And this is Il Catedrale, the cathedral. It's a jewel of the Renaissance. You can have a look inside. There it is. It's quite a lean, isn't it? And we're going to go up to the top and see what the view's like and what the walk's like. Twisty turny walk. Really weird, isn't it? To the right. And suddenly you find it's to the left. Very strange. Oh, every so often you can have a little breather. And look outside, it's the rain. Well, we're not at the top yet, more to go. Oh, worth the climb, look at the view over here.
That is a shot of the city walls of Pisa and one of the gates.
When you get to the top, it's really weird because you're actually walking uphill as you go around here. You see one of the bells here, Campanelli. They're doing a bit of work on top of the tower still. It's been closed for about 10 years. It's only just opened recently, so we're quite lucky really. Oh, that's a good job he's got there standing in the rain, isn't it? So what a great view you get. The whole of Pisa. Good view?
There you go, finally.
Good view up there?
Yeah, it's worth it.
Okay, we'll have a quick look. Now we're on the very top. Right on the top. It's quite scary. Just this little platform. And then you can see the work they're doing here. The bell tower beneath. It's scary. You're looking straight down now. Cathedrale. Wow, like a bird flying over the cathedral. Look at that. David's being the good Samaritan. This Italian couple want their picture taken.
Pure, complimenti.
Sì.
From Londra?
No, no, da Italia, da Pisa.
From Londra?
No.
Io? From Londra?
Londra, sì.
Londra.
Bene.
Grazie. It's a good viewpoint. You can have a cup of tea or cappuccino and you can just watch the world going by beneath you in this vast square. Always busy, always something going on here, never dull.
bit peckish. Like to eat or something.
There's a small pizza for lunch. You have a small pizza for lunch? Yes. Can we do it?
Hello, these are our new American friends. This is Joanne. I got that
Could you
right.
introduce yourself, Joanne?
Joanne. And this is Tom.
Tom.
That's right. See, I'm getting this right. See?
Could you let them speak?
Roger. This is Judy.
Let me just introduce you. This is Sarah. And then over here, we have Robert.
Roger.
What's your real name, sir?
Judy.
Judy.
Judith.
Hey,
Judith.
I've just
And yours?
And Tom.
Thomas. So are you having a great time in Italy?
We're having a great time, especially since
Keep running into the same friends all the time.
And you're more than welcome to stay with us in the States. If you get to
Make sure
Cleveland,
you mark that
Ohio,
down.
call us.
Thank you. You're very kind, very sweet.
666-1805.
We'll get your telephone number.
That was it.
Okay.
Our friend with the red berry head is a bit of a prankster. He does little tricks on people. Very good. Just with the whistle and some water. Got a gun Yes. This wonderful building is the cathedral, the Duomo of Siena. Absolutely magnificent. Beautiful frontage. And what's really incredible about this cathedral is the inside with these amazing marble floors. Just wait till you have a look inside. Let's take you inside now. Hello, magnifico. Look behind you.
There's Mark admiring the wonderful frescoes and paintings.
Absolutely beautiful. Bellissimo. Wait till you see this ceiling in here. Incredible. fascinating detail of daily life in the hospital. Maternity ward. These frescoes were painted in 1440. The colour is still so fresh.
Each panel tells a story.
Oh, they're magnificent. Look at the costumes.
Hi everybody, well Mark and I have just spent 2 wonderful hours in Il Duomo, and now we've come on the roof here to take some exterior shots.
Yes, we can't disguise the fact it's raining. No amount of video editing or colour correction can disguise these misty clouds. But it is autumn, it's October, middle of October. Season of mists and mellow fruitfulness, and there's a lot of mist around. And Siena's actually built on 3 different hills. And they all come together to meet in the main square, where the famous horse race takes place twice a year in the summer. And they race around the square. 19 different teams compete. Very competitive. And the winner of the horse race gets £300,000. This is a garret, isn't it, like in La Bohème? A rooftop garret with a skylight. And you can see its location. It's pretty amazing.
Castelnuovo Birregadenga.
Well, in Chianti countryside now for sure, where all the lovely red wine comes from. And here's some of the old bottles that they used to use. Large flagons here with the countryside behind. The olive groves and the vineyards of Tuscany. Lovely, all the golden Chianti fields. So behind me is a Roman church from the 10th century, originally from the 10th century. I'm standing in the vineyards, and these are the vines that make the Chianti. And you can see that there's no grapes left. There's just a few little bits of rotting grapes. But basically the harvest was collected about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So it's all gone, being made into lovely bottles of Chianti for us to drink. We're at a hilltop castle, a little town, right in the heart of Chianti countryside, and Siena's just behind your shoulder over here, way in the distance. There's Siena, the towers, and the Duomo. You just see the dome in the distance, about 10-12 miles away. What a view.
Oh, I see it now, yes. To the left there.
Yeah,
You can see two towers.
that's right. And the Duomo.
Che bella vista!
This castle was actually built quite late in the 1860s by a baron. He was very interested in wine, so he wanted to build it in Chianti country.
Una lasagna tagliatelle or ravioli with cheese.
You can hear the distant sound of shotguns, but it's the hunting season now. You can hear dogs, guns. Late evening. This is a very popular place called San Gimignano. It's actually got the most towers of any town, I think, in this part of the world. I think there's 17. One stage there were like 50. And then the city went into decline in the 14th century. A lot of them were demolished or fell down. I guess you could say we've hit rush hour, 5 o'clock Sunday evening, and the street is heaving with people out and about, looking at the shops, on their way to restaurants, just chilling out on a lovely, balmy evening. One of the many towers. Venezia, bells.
Sì, come in Venezia l'anno passato, sì?
Going up the Great Tower to get a view at sunset. Should be good. Keep going.
The things he makes me do, people. The things you make me do.
My mother knows about that. Ask her. Going up and up towers and mountains. Long way. Should be worth it.
Oh my god. I hope this isn't one turn too far. Since I spent most of this holiday going up, but I think the view will be really good.
Along the wall here, Mum, someone's written Anita ti amo, which means Anita, I love you. How very appropriate. Right on the wall of the tower. Talking of love, what a lovely view. Look at this. Isn't this wonderful? Quite a view down there. Ants.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Salute.
End of a great day.
Well, folks, that's Siena. Say goodbye to Siena now. It's off to Florence, Firenze. Ciao.
20 years. That was last year, February 1983, and it looks remarkably similar. This is our final destination of our little trip to Italy. Beautiful horse. Aha, we're in the square, main square.
This is the famous statue of Davide, of course. It's a copy. The original is inside the museum.
It's nice the way they've done this courtyard of statues here. It didn't used to be here. Beautiful statues as well.
Oggi che magnifica giornata, è giornata di felicità. La mia bella donna se n'è andata, m'ha lasciato al fine in libertà. Son padrone ancor della mia vita, e goderla voglio sempre più. Ella m'ha giurato nel partito che non sarebbe ritornata mai più. Vivere senza malinconia, vivere senza più gelosia, senza rimpianti, senza mai più conoscere cos'è l'amore.
We're now actually walking on the Ponte Vecchio.
Ridere sempre così giocondo, ridere delle follie del mondo, vivere finché c'è gioventù, perché la vita è bella, la voglio vivere sempre più. Spesso la commedia dell'amore la tua donna recitar ti fa, diventi allora il primo attore e ripeti quello che vorrà. Sul terzo atto scende giù la tela, finalmente torna la realtà.
This is where we are going. Have some lunch. Buongiorno, Mark.
Buongiorno. Time for eat.
Well, I thought I'd try fish. And this is pizza con champignon.
And we have a musical accompaniment. and see that now, yeah?
That's rude, Mark.
That's art. It's all right. When it's art, it's okay.
That was nice.
This is the bell tower next to the cathedral. The best place to get a view, really, as it looks down on the cathedral. Let's go and have a look at the view from the top of this. Well, 20 years ago I went up there, on top of the Duomo, on top of the dome of the Duomo. But actually, I reckon best view is where we're going, which is the bell tower just next to the Duomo, because it means you can see the dome from above. Just having a pause halfway up the tower.
We've just had our lunch.
Yeah, it's 412 steps.
God.
It's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
We climb many towers to bring you, dear video viewer, the best shots of all these beautiful Italian cities. 301, 302. Oh, nearly there. Worth the climb?
Oh yeah, very much so.
Yes, that's quite something, isn't it? Masterpiece. This is the baptistry with the most beautiful ceilings inside. Let's go and have a look inside.
Et
I wish Stan and Paul were here now, and David and Gail. Yeah?
They'd love it, wouldn't they?
They'd love it.